Hey you guys, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A, for those of y'all that have never been here before. As you see tarot cards on your screen, it's time for a reading, and this time around it's not a new moon reading. This is a bonus video. This is your autumn equinox forecast, so your fall season forecast. I'm a little late, but luckily for me, the fall spans a few months. So this is covering September, October, November, and December, the whole fall season. So you know, you've got a few months here that these cards could apply to. I'm going to get started shuffling for you guys. This video is for my crazy Geminis, and I mean crazy in a good way. So don't nobody come at my head in the comments. With that being said, if you feel like what I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, again, do not come at my head in the comments. Go on and just check out your moon and or rising sign video. I will have a link down in the description box below to a playlist with all of those videos, okay, Gemini? So yeah, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Shameless plugs before as I shuffle. So as I'm shuffling, you guys, there are some other videos that y'all should watch. This is a timeless video for the fall. So whenever you're watching this, go on and check out the corresponding new moon video with the forecast, and then also check out the corresponding full moon video. So if you're in November, you're going to want to watch the Scorpio new moon video and the Scorpio forecast, and then you're going to want to watch the Gemini full moon. With that being said, just watch all my videos, but watch the video for the time frame that you're watching this. Also, Venus retrograde is ending in November, and that planet affects us the most during its retrograde period, so I would also watch that video as well, not just because it's mine, but because there's some good information in there. I appreciate it if you guys would watch it. All right, gonna finish shuffling your cards here, Gemini. It's gonna be a very quick 3-card spread. Gonna be looking at the energy for the fall for you. Also gonna be looking at what's changing, what's transforming in the fall for you, and then also, as always, a quick little soul, spirit message, extra, universal, whatever you want to call it, something extra for you to take away from this reading with you. Okay. Ooh. All right, what is popping for Gemini? Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Fall season. So funny, in my head I was like, I know you're gonna throw a card out and I just want to do your reading, but I knew. What is that? You had the 8 of Air fall out, y'all. And this is a card of ego. So this card talks about consequences for your actions. So Gemini, you guys are air, y'all are considered the crazy ones. If there's anything that you've been doing this fall that you know was not right or that you felt was kind of off, please believe your karma is going to come back around for that. And if you haven't done anything wild, this is a card of warning saying, Gemini, be very mindful of the actions that you take, especially in regards to your ego. This card talks about changing your ways. This talks about changing things in your life that are not serving you in the physical and in the spiritual. So this could mean either a behavior, this could mean a person, this could mean a career, this literally just something. I really get this vibe of this, I think I'm the shit from this card, or like something that's very adamant in y'all's lives that is just not serving you and is causing problems around you for whatever reason. So be mindful of the people that you have around you. Be mindful of the things and the situations that you're getting yourself into, Gemini. Karma is very real, and let me be the first to tell you, during the fall season is when karma is going to hit your ass real tough if you're doing wild shit. Okay? All right, Gemini. All right, let's finish up on these cards for you. So what's going to be popping off during the fall for y'all? What type of energy is going to be coming in? Also, what's going to be transforming for you guys? And then your soul message. You just had the emotion and intellect card fly out too, and that card talks about not being consumed by your emotions and not allowing your emotional attachments to cloud your logic. So coming up after that 8 of Coming up after that, 8 of air, and then you have the emotion and intellect card. For a lot of you Geminis, some of y'all are in situations, and the best way that I could put it is you are in a friendship, in a relationship, or or have a parent or somebody important around you is, I don't want to say their intentions are not good, but their intentions are not for you. They are more so selfish, and by you aligning yourself with their intentions, you are creating a little bit of, shitty karma for yourself with that 8 of air. That emotion and intellect card literally talks about, hey, listen, whatever you're emotionally invested in is clouding your logic, and you need to reevaluate whatever you're emotionally invested in. Okay, Gemini? I have a friend that message is probably for, but I'm not talking to him right now, so I know you don't fuck with me, Jeff, but I hope you watch the video. I've been trying to tell your ass that from jump. Whoo-wee. Y'all, I could go on a whole, you know what? I'm gonna just air him out with that. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say is your emotional investments and attachments are fucking up shit around you, and you're gonna look up and find yourself in a really fucked up and fucked off position if you don't get a grip on that shit. And although that was a message for my friend or former whatever the fuck, that I'm sure that's resonating with somebody. And again, if it's not, this video is not for you. Check out your moon and your rising sign, okay? All right, let's finish shuffling these cards and see what's popping for you Geminis. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, and Gemini rising for the fall season. All right, y'all, let's cut this deck. Y'all, I'm over here thinking about my friend and the situation, and I was just like, how do you not know? Anyway, okay, let's pull these cards. Energy. There it is, the emotion and intellect card again. What do you know? Transformation. And the soul message. Okay, Geminis. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? All right, you got the emotion and intellect card coming up in the position of your energy, and I did just literally kick game to y'all about this because it flew out. So this card flying out and then coming up in the position of your energy for the fall season, Gemini, is hella telling me that there are a lot of you that are completely off balance because you are either giving too much energy to your emotions or giving too much energy to your logic. So for half of you, a lot of you are just so emotionally invested, or you've put so much energy into certain things, certain people, certain situations, certain careers, whatever it may be, to the point to where you're not thinking logically, to where your logic is clouded, to where you can't make moves or you can't get yourself out of situations because you're just so emotionally tied to whatever it is that's going on or whatever it is that's around you, okay? On the other hand, half of you are more so on the side to where you're just like, okay, I'm going to put this together in my head and this is what I think, and you're not lending any energy to how you feel about certain things. So this card coming up in the energy is just saying, for you guys, the fall season is really going to bring this energy up for you to where you're going to have to figure out what's important and what's important for you to really care about, and what do you really need to think about and approach with a logical mind. So for some of you, you're not going to feel this balance until the end of the fall season. This is a card of balance, but in order to get to this balance, you do have to take things off the scales. You do have to put certain things on the scales, okay? So just keep that in mind. Your logic right now, or your vision is a little hazy because there are attachments that you don't necessarily understand that you need to work through, or that you need to cut the cords from, if that makes sense. And this is a general message. I'm not even reading from my friend anymore, but I feel like this should resonate with him. But anyways, this emotion intellect card, this is going to be your energy. So for a lot of you Geminis, especially because you are Gemini, so you may be feeling very, happy at certain times during this fall season, then you may be feeling very down at certain times during this fall season. And those, although that is kind of your energy, like, what is it, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or Dr. Hyde and Mr. I don't know which order those go in, but like, you know, you'll be feeling all the feels on each side of the spectrum, okay? And just know that that's coming up for you to figure out where you need to balance, where you need to release, and where you need to bring in certain energies, okay? The next card that you have coming up is the Five of Air. And you've got the Five of Air coming up in the position of what is transforming in your life. The Five of Air is a card that talks about removing your mask or removing the mask of others, and then there's still being a little bit of secrecy or a little bit of hesitation to actually come out and see the world as you, or to actually see those people. This card is also a card that talks about illusion. Excuse me. So for a lot of you Geminis, especially with this emotion and intellect card coming up, during this fall season, you may be feeling like a lot of these situations that you're in are really serving you, or a lot of the things that you're doing, you may be feeling like they're really serving you. This card talks about having on a blindfold. So Gemini, a lot of you need to reevaluate and reconsider the people around you, the things that you have going on, your career, your relationships, again, your emotional, where you're exerting your energy. A lot of you need to reconsider that, because everything is not as it seems. This is a card of illusion. This is a card that says, hey, something ain't right here, something's off, or whatever you're thinking is happening is not necessarily what's happening. And you see, this card is so funny. This is a card about illusion on all fronts. This is a mask. At the same time, this is a mask with closed eyes, okay? And then you take the mask off, and then you've got a blindfold. So you still can't see into this person's soul. You still can't see into this person's eyes. And that could be you carrying around this energy of like walking around just completely oblivious to what's really good, or it could be somebody around you that is just not genuine or not authentic in their intentions or the way that they're presenting themselves to you. This card could literally mean like you have somebody around you who is not who they say they are. Things are not as they seem. And then you take the mask off and things are still not as they seem. So Gemini, just be very, very mindful. This is a card coming up in what is transforming for you during the fall season. So with that energy coming up in the position of what's transforming, what I'm going to say about that is, Gemini, y'all gonna learn some secrets. Y'all gonna learn a thing or two during this lunar cycle, and this is the season of change. This is the season of transformation, and we have Scorpio season during the fall, and Scorpio is all about truth. So I wouldn't be surprised, Gemini, if these things start to come out during like November or close to it. You're going to be learning a lot of new shit about the people around you and about the things that you have going on. I can almost guarantee you by the time the winter rolls around, whatever you had going on in the summer is going to be something, it's probably not even going to be around anymore in regards to the shit that is just not, you're not clear on. And what I also will say about this card, Gemini, this is a 5 card in the spot of transformation, but this is an air card, so this talks about your mental. This card hints at you having an inkling of what I'm talking about before I even pulled these cards. You know what I'm saying? When I do readings, I always tell people don't get tarot readings because they're looking for answers. People get readings because they're looking for confirmation. So for those of you Geminis that stayed all the way up through 10 minutes and you were like, yeah, I feel like she's talking to me, and then I pulled this card out and I said something and you were like, oh, you knew. That was your confirmation, Gemini. I don't know what more I could give you, you know what I'm saying, for the free. Okay, you guys, that's actually all I'm going to talk about with that card in that position. That's going to be changing for you. Things done in the dark are going to be coming to light, and that is literally a card of, you know, things done in the dark. So whatever you guys have been trying to figure out, whatever y'all have been trying to figure out, or even if you haven't been trying to figure it out, if it's meant to be figured out, oh, please believe it's going to pop up for you, okay? Now, the next card that you have coming up in your spread is the Union card. And that is the card coming up in the position of your soul message, which is very interesting. The first thing that I want to say about it is, as I was saying earlier, a lot of you Geminis might have somebody around you or might be in a situation that is not for you, but it's being presented like it's just hot shit and like you're supposed to be doing that. This Union card talks about how do I want to word this? This card talks about alignment. And this coming up in your soul message position, especially coming up after the emotion and intellect card, and then you having a 5, aside from this being the 5 of air, having a 5 card in general, and then you have union. You have a card that talks about alignment here, balance here. Then you have a card that talks about changing things, shifting things, transformation. 5s are not easy energies. Then you have a card about union. So this coming up in your soul message position, I'm going to go on and confirm for those of you that are still listening to this video and feel like it's resonating with you. This is a person. This is somebody around you who is just completely dishonest, or somebody around you who just doesn't necessarily have good intentions at their core. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're like a shitty person, but just at the soul, the center of their soul, they're just kind of like, oh, I like to do fucked up shit, and I like to lie to people, and I like things. I get the sense that it's like a selfish situation, if that makes sense. But you're not seeing that because you're so emotionally invested in it. Whatever this is, Gemini, is not serving you in the least, but it is serving whoever this is. This union card talks about, you know, falling into alignment to create balance, but this is coming up in your soul, your spirit message. So this is really saying, Gemini, like, you guys have got to figure out what is throwing you out of whack. Why? What energy around you or what situation around you is causing you to have this 5 of air be what needs to be transformed during this fall season, okay? And with that being said, Gemini, like, you have all the potential to resonate with the positive side of this card, that it's in the soul message. So this is saying this is very much possible, but you have got to drop the dead weight. Whatever or whoever the dead weight is, you gotta snip on them hoes, okay? All right, Gemini, that is your reading. I hope that it resonated with you. You got the counselor card sitting on the bottom of the deck. So this card tells me that you may actually need some help figuring it out, or actually that's not even, that could be one of the reasons. But what I get from this card tells me that somebody around you's already tried to tell you about the situation. Somebody around you, or either somebody around you has already tried to tell you this, or Spirit, God, the universe has tried to give you messages about the situation, and you've probably disregarded it, especially if you're still listening to this reading and you're like, oh my gosh, you're talking to me. You're so talking to me. All right, yeah, Gemini, so that was your reading. I hope that it resonated with you. If you have any questions or comments, please go on and drop them down below. I check my channel pretty frequently, so I will respond to you. And I said this at the beginning of the video, I will respond to you only if it's positive. Mercury is finna go into retrograde, y'all, and my shit's in fire, so please don't leave no rude comments on my... Please do not leave any rude comments on my videos, because I cannot guarantee that I'm gonna be the spread love Aj that y'all know and love, okay? Y'all might catch my Leo Mercury real quick. If you have, I already said that. If you like this video, go on and give me a little thumbs up down below, please. And if you have any Gemini friends or people with a lot of Gemini in their charts, or anybody trying to creep on their little Gemini boo-boos, go on and send them this video as well. Help them get their best lives together. With that being said, you guys, I'm coming up on my 1 year mark. I'm trying to hit 1K by the time I hit 1 year. I believe it's doable. And I believe y'all can help me. So if you know anybody that's into astrology or into tarot or into just healing or anything of the sort, please send them my channel. Tell them to subscribe. Help a sister out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all share my videos anyway, and I do truly appreciate it. All right, like, comment, share, subscribe. That is it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope that video resonated with you. If you, did I say you could book a personal reading with me? I guess it's not important. If y'all want to book a personal reading with me, all that information is down below in the description box. That's actually it, y'all. I'm over here just rambling, trying to make sure that I don't have anything else to tell y'all. Watch all the videos that I talked about at the beginning of the video, and I will see y'all next time. Thank you.